The boy raised the dagger with force. He intended to kill the black dragon in front of him. At that moment, the black dragon closed its eyes in despair, awaiting death. But unexpectedly, the boy couldn't bring himself to strike. After a moment of hesitation, the boy decided to untie the ropes and let the black dragon go. The black dragon was stunned by the boy's actions. But as soon as the boy cut the ropes, the black dragon lunged at the boy like a bolt of lightning. The black dragon staggered away, but its injuries made it impossible to keep its balance. Eventually, it crashed into a cliff and fell into the ravine. Hiccup watched the dragon's retreating figure and silently vowed never to slay dragons again. It turned out that Hiccup was a descendant of Vikings. In their eyes, dragons were pests that stole livestock and burned down homes. So every Viking's mission was to slay dragons. But as the son of the tribe's chief, Hiccup's frail body made him the target of constant ridicule. Yet Hiccup desperately wanted to prove himself. So on a night when dragons attacked the village, Hiccup decided to use his secret invention to slay a dragon. He aimed the machine's cannon at the sky. He saw the Night Fury launching another attack on the village. After a successful launch, it seemed he had actually hit the dragon. The next day, Hiccup ventured into the forest alone. Following broken branches and scratches on the ground, he found the Night Fury in a basin. It howled and struggled again and again, trying to fly out of the valley. But each time, it fell helplessly from the sky. It turned out Hiccup's shot hadn't killed it, but had forever taken away its hope of flying. The Night Fury's left tail fin had fallen off. The sound of a charcoal pencil dropping startled the Night Fury. As their eyes met, what Hiccup saw was the Night Fury's shock and curiosity. Suddenly, he realized maybe not all dragons were so bad. To test his theory, Hiccup offered a plump fish to try and befriend the fierce Night Fury. But the Night Fury's eyes narrowed into wary slits. The boy realized it was the dagger at his waist that was causing fear. So he carefully dropped the dagger to the ground and kicked it far away. The Night Fury's guard lowered slightly. It slowly approached, revealing a bare, toothless gum. It quickly snatched the fish from the boy's hand. After finishing it off, then it cornered the boy against a boulder. The boy thought the Night Fury was still hungry. He hurriedly explained he only had one fish, but the Night Fury spat out a fish head covered in its saliva and stared at him. It was an invitation, a peace offering that crossed species. If he ate the fish head, their grudge would be forgiven. The boy fought the urge to vomit. Struggling, he took a reluctant bite. He thought that would be enough to get by, but the Night Fury playfully stuck out its tongue, signaling him to swallow. The boy had no choice but to grit his teeth and swallow the fish head, then forced a smile uglier than crying. To his surprise, the Night Fury mimicked him and made an equally ridiculous smile. The boy drew his own figure on the ground with a stick. The Night Fury also brought a stick in its mouth and scratched lines into the dirt, then proudly admired its creation. The boy never figured out what it had drawn. He tried to step back to get a better view, but accidentally stepped on the drawing. The boy gathered his courage, turned his head and closed his eyes, reached out a trembling hand to touch it. The Night Fury didn't resist. It gently pressed its nose, covered in fine scales, against the warmth of the boy's palm. The boy became the first in 300 years to befriend a dragon as a Viking.